Only one enemy, not suspicious. It's a dark night, and yo, what is he staring at? He's just like me. Let's bait him in. I think 2 spears will do it. Gotta make sure I dual wield. I've been messing this up a bunch while playing this game. And 1 more for the road. Let me get a better look at this painting. I too appreciate the fine arts. Oh no. No, dude. What the? How's it going, everyone? It is Ken from Pixelated Thoughts, and in this video, I'm going to be detailing my journey through the Cinders mod. I've heard a lot of good things, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read any of the actual notes for the mod and was very confused about how a lot of things worked. I just wanted to go in blind. But what I did learn is that you are very capable in this mod. You really shouldn't play this until you've beaten the entirety of Dark Souls 3 because the additions found in this mod can make your first run a breeze. I played on standard because, like I mentioned, I don't know what I'm doing. What I learned was that FP constantly replenishes, armor and accessories all provide buffs, certain covenants that you can pledge to will also provide buffs, and have shops that can help you quickly upgrade. There's also 2 areas known as the Memory of Endurance and Memory of Strength that you can grind through, and you can just farm these with 0 consequences. 1 run through the Memory of Strength on easy can get you around 100k runes. 1 run on normal will get you near 200,000. You get the picture. So you can be over leveled very quickly if you're smart. As for myself, I really didn't know about this until the end of the game when I was trying to grind for materials to upgrade my accessories and other equipment, which is something you should do because the new accessories found in this game are amazing. The Cinders mod is really a power fantasy, as long as you're playing on standard. The updated weapon arts and new starting classes, in which there are so many, and I chose Paladin, really allow you to overpower enemies and bosses. I don't play with colossal greatswords. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm usually a dex build, but here I was really loving the weight of a colossal sword just kind of knocking enemies around. It was just a ton of fun. So to kick this video off, I am going to skip the fights with Vort, the Cursed Rotten Greatwood, and the Crystal Sages because they're pretty much standard fare and most of the fights aren't going to be exciting. So instead, we're going to kick things off at the Cathedral of the Deep, and we'll just go from there. So as you make your way through Cinders, you're going to notice that you might run into a couple of mini-bosses. There's one named Abhor, you'll find him in a chest, and then sometimes you'll find them just outright standing outside of a certain area, kind of blocking your path, like this big bastard. So how's this going to go? Are you going to stand up and immediately start trying to fight me, or are you just going to be one of those that I can just sneak right past and hopefully not get murdered? Oh! So I can't sneak attack you. That's great. Cathedral Guardian. I think it's cool that they create these mini-bosses. I don't like this arena, though. If I don't mess this up, this should take 1 or 2 attempts. I am melting his health bar. Oh, he's melting mine. He's got that Dragon Knight armor in him. That pisses me off. Oh, he clipped through the edge. I wonder if I can make him fall off. This shield bashing shit is getting really old. One or 2 more hits should do it. You have holy attacks, dude? What is that? Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm gonna die. I deserve that. All right, round 2, you big bitch. Let's get it. At least the run back is almost immediate. Let's just get behind him. 1368 is good damage. Holy shit. Yo, he's got the holy attacks back up already. All right. I need to get my poise up. These interruptions are going to kill me. Oh, the damage. Can I get that ability if I get this weapon? Watch out now, big fella. You're about to fall off. And there he goes. All right. So the pro tip here is just lean them to the edge, and you win. That's it. You've done it. So after fumbling my way through the Cathedral of the Deep, I finally found the opening that gets you near the Deacons. The thing that you're going to notice is that when you're playing through this mod is that you will be invaded constantly if you have your embers up, and there's a ton of NPCs. And because I'm a paladin and because that colossal sword just kind of drags enemies left and right, I didn't really find too much issue in fighting these enemies as long as I could one-on-one them. But it's recommended that you do fight them because there's a high likelihood that not only will you get their armor, but you're going to get their weapons. And I would say, like, for the most part, the only enemy I had a problem with was probably the Pursuer. And it's that Pursuer from Dark Souls 2, which is a game I honestly have never played, and I'm looking forward to playing a mod for that soon. But as soon as I defeated this enemy, I was ready to fight the Deacons of the Deep, and I was hoping that there would be a slight variation to the boss fight. I'm seeing a lot of summoning signs, which probably does not bode well for this fight. I'm just going to bring you in for safety because I feel like I'm going to get ganked. Oh, that is bullshit. They have 2 knights with them? Yeah, I don't feel bad for trying to level the playing field here. That ability is cool. She's doing some damage here. Bro, can you back up, please? I do not need to be shield bashed when I have all of these Deacons shooting magic at me. I guess this update makes sense, though, because this boss fight is notorious for just being probably the easiest in the game, and I'm talking easier than the Greatwood. Maybe easier than the Sage, too. Well, that doesn't look good. It looks like they killed her already. I guess that's fine. Maybe that's why there were 2 summon signs, in case the gank fight got out of control. You are so aggressive. Stop. Maybe I can just bait them around the corner and stuff like that. Man, that's going to really elongate this fight. Because I think there's a point where you can get cursed and die. I have never died to the Deacons. If I die to them here, I'm going to be very upset. Why won't you stop chasing me? I need to really work on my stamina because this whole 3 swings and tired thing is not going to work out in later fights. Dude, dude, those knights suck. Those knights are terrible. Whoever added them to this fight, I hate you. What a lunge. The reach on that is insane. Big fella, you have to go away, please. You weren't a part of the original fight. This is between me and those helpless bastards over there. Oh no, I'm screwed. Man. Fine. Fine, we'll just reset. All those swings, and I missed the clearly glowing enemy. That is not a good feeling. Just let me die. These big fat priests need to move, man. They just gotta get out of the way. One more kills them. Yeah, so the added knights make the fight more engaging, I guess, but also makes it a lot more annoying. So I don't care that I use those summons, because I really don't want to fight them again. With the Deacons of the Deep mercifully down, it was time to make my way to Farron Keep to take on the Abyss Watchers. I think that this boss is fantastic. I think that you don't have to make any real changes. I don't think there's going to be any real changes, and I think it's going to be the first real test for me as a first-time Colossal Sword user in Dark Souls 3, because I have no idea how this is going to go, And I probably need to use a better strategy instead of just swinging wildly and maybe get some charge-up attacks in. We'll see how it goes. If I can beat this on my first attempt, that would be amazing. Ooh, good stagger. I don't know if trading blows is the play here. Oh, that's a bad miss. We are doing really good damage, though. Big knockdown. I forgot about you. I forgot that he has health early. Lucky for me, though, they have no health. Let me get to the second phase, please. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Alright, this should work in my favor. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I probably shouldn't be healing right now, but I don't want to waste any more flasks. One more hit and we're in the second phase. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, I should be in good shape here. I think. Okay, that did not go well. Oh, I'm dead. I am so dead. I should have healed. That was really stupid of me. So I found out that I did not record my other attempts with the Abyss Watchers. Now, I beat them on like my 5th attempt, but I did actually go back to fight them again because I had the tome, which is a feature in the mod which allows you to reattempt bosses as many times as you want. And I recommend you do so because 1, it's good practice, and 2, you get a lot of souls. So it's really worth it if you think about it. And let's watch that reattempt right now. So I've learned that the heavy attack in this will absolutely do massive damage and knock back the Abyss Watcher. So it makes the fight relatively easy. Doesn't change the fact that I'm bad though. That damage and that stagger though just gives me so much time to heal and do whatever I want. I've been waiting to see if there's any changes or updates to this boss. It doesn't look like there's any, which is fine because I felt like the boss was perfect and really kind of the first boss that I think was the wall for most people when they played Dark Souls 3. But I do think that the fight is relatively fair. I do understand why people love heavy colossal weapons though, because man, knocking human-sized bosses down and just kind of staggering them constantly is just way too much fun. I need this dude to give me an opening. Just kind of slide right over so I can hit you. There we go. Thanks for playing. With the Abyss Watcher down, it would be time to fight Wolnir, and I'm not going to show you the footage of this because nothing changed with this boss. This boss sucks. It's probably one of the few bosses in Dark Souls 3 that I just did not like at all because you're just attacking the bracelets. So let's move on to the Pontiff. I am not going to lie when I say I'm very nervous about this fight. This, during my original run through Dark Souls 3, was a freaking nightmare, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to take me multiple attempts to beat this guy. This is going to suck, man. I'm going to say at the minimum 10. Oh, man. It's probably going to be more than that. Who am I kidding? All right, let's put 1 at the top, and let's get it started. Mr. Pontiff, sir, I've always been a big fan. Just want to let you know that as you're beating the absolute shit out of me. Did that hit me? I think I'm dead, right? Yeah, I think I'm dead. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I probably should have healed there, but I was probably going to get killed anyway. All right. I think the play might just be to stay up close here. I feel like those swipes are going above me. I don't know why I'm taking damage. I got him confused. Second phase already. All right. This is going well. I need to do damage quickly before he gets this second summon in. Ooh, got him stunned a little bit. I might do this here. Oh, come on. No way. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever beaten the Pontiff that quickly before. Very nice. With the Pontiff down and my confidence at a sky high, because listen, I have never in any run beaten the Pontiff under 5 attempts. Even when I ran this on New Game Plus, I'd always run into this little wall because I got overconfident or whatever. But I'm feeling great. And what I noticed is that as I was making my way toward Anor Londo, pretty much more enemies, more chests, more mimics. There are so many mimics in this damn mod. It is so... It became a thing where I was just swinging at every chest. And as long as you have your embers on, you are going to be just walking in to all these different summons. And one of the most frustrating thing is that when you walk into some of these summon invaders, is that sometimes you might get ganked, and sometimes they just show up at inopportune times. Luckily, when I fought the Pursuer, he was just by himself, but he shows up like multiple times, and I understand that's a gimmick in Dark Souls 2, and I know that it's annoying in Dark Souls 2, but it's even more annoying here because he shows up at places where I feel like I'm safe, but I'm not. Because I think they moved the bonfires around in this mod, and it was really getting to me. But anyway, even with the Pursuer, I was still super confident, and I was going to make my way toward Aldrich and beat his ass. Always found it weird that Aldrich didn't have a cutscene. Like, this is a character that has, like, deep lore implications, and he has no cutscene to his fight whatsoever. I think the heavy attack is the way to go. High health pool, but we're doing pretty good damage. I remember the first time I fought Aldrich, I think the only time I really had trouble was when he shot the arrows, and it just massacred me. It was very frustrating. But this is one of those bosses where you just stay close and, you know, keep moving. You should be good. What I do remember is hating the fact that he teleports often, so it can really elongate the fight. Please stay in one spot. Please let me hit you. Oh, I need to run. I need to run. How am I not dead? Damn. That should have killed me. He should feel robbed. Creepy ass worm thing. This is what I'm saying. I think this fight is really good. I do like the fact that he does good damage. I like the whole projectile stuff. But I feel like every time you do just a bit of damage, he teleports way too quickly to get away from you. Maybe 1 or 2 more teleportations should do it. I mean, holy crap, this dude just will not stop moving. Again with the arrows. Come on now. If you've noticed, my character is a little bit faster. I have this new accessory that pretty much added 25% more speed, which is also something I can upgrade. I love it. It makes this really heavy, thick boy that I got here with this big sword super fast and mobile, which is really fun. He is now spamming this ability. This is the one ability I think that makes the fight longer because these arrows in the second phase go on for far too long. Got him. Got him by the tail too. Man, I totally forgot how annoying Aldrich is. After the fight with Aldrich, it's on to Yhorm, but before we do that, when you head into Guinevere's chambers in this mod, you're going to find something that tells you to face the remnants of Lodrin, in which you're going to fight a giant and also Artorias. I did not do well against Artorias, and I'm just going to briefly show you me dying. Now, to be fair to myself, I think it was kind of unfair that it was back-to-back fights with a giant and Artorias, and I pretty much just ran out of health, and honestly, I don't remember how to fight Artorias, man. It's been years. I don't think I did the side quest to have old boy show up and help me with Yhorm, but I don't really think I need help. But I also don't think I'm going to have time to swap weapons because I have been really bad with my inventory management, and I'm not going to risk it. Let's see if I can just beat him with my big old sword. Yhorm, please don't have any special abilities in this mod. I don't know if I can take it. I feel like he's creating new shockwaves, though. Like, it's kind of random, especially where it's landing. I don't know if that was like the original fight. I don't remember. I feel like he's much faster, though, which is kind of unfair given his size. That almost killed me. Holy crap. I'm doing really good damage, though. This fight might not go on for much longer. Give me them cheeks, Yhorm. I am trying not to spam the weapon art because it has gotten me killed in other fights, so maybe just keeping it simple is the way to go from here on out. That didn't do any damage. That was weird, right? We're just going to trade blows here till he's dead. No need for a Storm Ruler when we're just doing big damage there, folks. That's how you get it done. Always stay behind the bosses and just smack away. So, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot where to go next. I was like, Yhorm's done. How do I find the princes? I think I'm supposed to fight the dancers. How do I get back to where I was supposed to be going? I was lost for a minute. But we're here now. Let's go kick the dancers' ass, shall we? I've always loved this fight. I feel like this is one of the best fights in the game. I feel it's one of the most underrated fights in the Soul series, but it also is really easy as long as you're just standing behind the dancer the entire time, swinging wildly. And we are in the second phase already. Look at that damage. Seriously, just stick to the backside. I mean, I feel like that's the entire strategy for most boss fights, but here, yeah, you're not going to be really threatened much if you just stay behind them. I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but damn it, I am zooming through this mod. Love it. As I made my way to the princes, I found a mini-boss that was locked away in one of the dungeons right where the dragons are, just outside the keep. So, here's the thing. This fight was the hardest fight in the game for me. I don't know why, but every time I fought this enemy, I got murdered. They do so much damage. They don't stagger, and no matter what I did, it was always some type of attack that just hit me with poison, electricity, whatever. It doesn't matter. I was getting absolutely bombarded with status effects, and it was killing me. So I just skipped this boss and made my way to the princes. Oh yeah, this is my favorite fight in the game. I love the Dragonslayer armor. This fight is amazing. I love the arena. I love how intimidating it looks. And if you beat it fast enough, those damn little weird dragon things don't shoot shit at you, which is also a bonus, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to beat him that quickly. Is he faster than usual? Holy crap, he is moving at like light speed here. That shield is so cool. That shield is so cool. I'm thinking about changing up my sword after this too, because I haven't really experimented with any of the new weapons. I might see if the Dragonslayer armor's got a new weapon for me to play with, but I don't know. I do like to swing big sword here. I better not die here. I better not die. With the wake-up swipe. There we go. Alright, good fight. Love that. Alrighty. Let's go fight the princes, shall we? Did not expect Vort or the dancer to be on the way to the princes. I don't think that's in the base game, so that was pretty scary. You're so aggressive. Why are you so angry? This fight gave me a bunch of problems when it first came out. I did not like the second phase. First phase is manageable. Just kind of stay near him, get behind him, poke, 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 repeat. Trade a little bit. I did more damage though, so I guess I win that part. Brother, just go down. Let's just get to the second phase. No! Shit. Hate the start of the second phase. That camera swivel was so fast. I don't know if it's a feature of the mod, but I'm pretty sure that attack should have hit me. I got really lucky there. Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to kill him before he resurrects. Doesn't matter, though, because all you have to do is kill the younger prince. I love that fight. The princes are down. All that's left for the base game is really the Lords of Cinder. But before we do that, let's head to Dragon's Peak. And let's kind of bully the Nameless King, shall we? Let's skip the first phase, because that phase is not really challenging. This is not me bragging, I just don't find that phase to be too hard. And that is the Dragon Down. If I can pull this off on one attempt, and this mod is amazing. Alrighty, let's try to lock in a bit. I think the best move I've made so far is upgrading my endurance and equipping lighter armor. I am not off to a good start. I wonder if I can stun you. Oh, 3 heavy strikes, huh? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I think I got a little lucky there, honestly. As long as I get hit, I'll be alright, but oh my goodness, he is doing so much damage. Big fella, you are getting staggered a bunch here. I love this mod. I love this mod. Man. There's no way. You feel so powerful. I have never beaten the Nameless King in one attempt. Man, that felt really good. I always felt like the Nameless King was one of the hardest bosses in the game, one of the best designs in all of the Dark Souls series. I thought to myself, hardest boss in the base game is down. How bad can the Lord of Cinder be? I am getting my ass beat. Dude. That's on me. Stupid ass magic bullshit. If you hadn't noticed, my confidence was dead because I was just getting absolutely massacred. I thought that the Soul of Cinder would be easy, and I was dead wrong. So I decided to do the dumb thing and try to fight Friede. And the first attempt at Friede did not go well, neither did the second or third attempts. I now remember why I hate this fight. Why do you have a third phase? You went from gank to this shit. So in response to Friede, and because I was just generally getting tired, I decided that it was time to grind accessories and also upgrade to a boss weapon. If you remember in the base game, Ludlith can take boss souls and transpose them. He actually expands his inventory in the mod, and you can get some fairly overpowered weapons. And that's what this Colossal Greatsword is right here. If you remember the Ruin weapon in Elden Ring, in which you hit this huge shockwave on the ground that can pretty much just knock down and knock back enemies and all that stuff like that, that's what I'm using here. Yes, I cheesed Friede, and I cheesed Gale, And I choose the Lord of Cinder. I just want to bully bosses, man. Just come on over and jump in, please. Finally. If he has an arsenal of weapons, technically, it's not cheesy. I don't feel ashamed at all. I feel nothing. That boss is tough, though, for real. Hi, Mr. Gale. Sir, if you could just sit here and take this weapon art with you. He's such a cool boss, man. Oh, so cool looking. See? I'm not just using the weapon art, I'm swiping at him too, so I'm not always cheesing. You're doing some big damage there, Gale. It's very upsetting. Second phase already. I remember playing through this the first time and just being absolutely geeked out of my mind. This fight is so fucking cool. The music, the arena, the fight. Oh, it's just amazing. That did a bit of damage there, didn't it? I forgot he did that. That is amazing. Gale is one of those rare fights where the boss does not want to give you any space, and I appreciate that. What a fight. What a fight. With Gale down, that's the end of my first run through Cinders. I'm going to go back and play this on the different modes eventually, but I do want to get through the Dark Souls 2 Seeker of Fire mod first. But like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, do not play this mod unless you have played Dark Souls 3, like the base version of it, first. Primarily because it kind of ruins the experience when you're able to spam attacks. You're able to kind of not grind as hard for certain materials, because once you meet Grey Rat, you can literally use his Covenant to just get materials constantly. Your item discovery rate goes way up, and you are super powerful. Probably around the mid-game, your weapon's more than likely going to be maxed. The different armor buffs and accessory buffs are going to make you feel crazy strong in comparison to some of the bosses. Plus, having an accessory that makes you faster allows you to get around attacks that would normally give you a ton of problems. I love the mod because it's a power trip. It feels really good, and I'm hoping that the other modes feel different. But yeah, even for someone who's really an average Souls player like me, I had a really good time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what changes come from the other versions. So that's going to do it for this video. If you happen to like the content, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. I'm Ken from Pixelated Thoughts, and I'll talk to you next time.